So Browns quarterback Baker Mayfield will not play this Thursday against the Broncos. The team announced today Case Keenum will start in place of Mayfield. Mayfield said that he had expected to play despite dealing with the torn shoulder labrum in his left shoulder, but the team ruled him out one day later. We've all known about this for a while, the injury to Baker Mayfield's shoulder. Mayfield underwent an MRI earlier this week on his left shoulder after re-injuring it in Sunday's game against the Cardinals after being hit by the man, J.J. Watt. And it was initially reported that Mayfield had suffered a partially torn labrum in his shoulder in week 2. So a lot to break down here, a lot to talk about. The Browns are also, quite frankly, dealing with more injuries than just Baker. Here's a list of other players who could potentially be out in this next game. You have both running backs, Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb, who the latter of which, Nick Chubb, runs their entire offense. Like, he is the catalyst of this entire offense. You have Jarvis Landry, who might be out. He's been injured most of the season. Odell, obviously, still rehabbing. Their offensive tackle, Jack Conklin. You have Jarek Willis on the other side. J.C. Treader, their center. And linebacker Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. So they've been dealing with these injuries all season. Baker Mayfield has just re-aggravated his shoulder. Case Keenum is getting the start. And they're playing a Broncos team that you thought, for the Browns at least, this would be not even so much an easy win, but a very winnable game, and a game that they needed after playing teams like the Cardinals, who were 5-0, and having a little bit of a tough schedule, dropping some games. But lo and behold, here they are. They have Case Keenum starting. Baker Mayfield is out, and a lot of their offense is going to be either playing hurt or out for this game. So a lot of questions here, and the first one is, could this be good for the Browns or Baker Mayfield? Here's what I'll say. For Baker, it might be good that he's going to be able to kind of basically take what is ultimately 2 weeks off because of this, or an extra week off because of this. It'll probably be good for his rehab as far as, feeling better. It's his torn labrum is still going to be a problem, and it can still be re-aggravated, but best case, he feels better, it feels a little looser, and he's able to adapt to it better. It's not going away until the offseason where he can truly rehab it and possibly have surgery or whatever he needs to have on it. So it might be good for him in the short term. For the Browns in the long term, man, you would have thought that having Baker in this game, playing against the Broncos, they needed to win this game. They need to win this game. Like, right now, the Browns are still fighting for, in their division. Right now, the Ravens in their division are 5-1. You have the Bengals, who are now 3-2, but they got an important, or 4-2 rather. They got an important game against the Ravens, and the Browns are now tied for last place, 3-3, with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Again, a tight division, but Baltimore is getting up there. We know the Bengals are a good team. Pittsburgh, but those AFC North games are always battles. So, with that being said, man, I think that the Browns, you would have liked them, if you're a Browns fan, you would have liked them to have been full strength for this game. But here's what I'll say. Case Keenum is definitely a more than competent quarterback under center. That is the least you can say about Case Keenum. This is the guy who, granted, he has Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen and a good running game, but guess what he did? He did exactly what he was supposed to do, and he did something that Kirk Cousins has not done, and that is take his team to an NFC title game. That is what Case Keenum brings to the table, because he's got the good leadership qualities. Any receiver he plays for loves the dude because of what he brings to the table, and that is he's going to get you the ball. He's going to get you the ball in the important moments. And look, one thing that I've said, and it's a big if Odell plays in this game, but one thing I've stated before is Baker and Odell, for whatever reason, ever since Odell got brought in, it has not worked. It has not worked with Baker and Odell. And that doesn't mean that Baker doesn't have the talent. That doesn't mean Odell doesn't have the talent. I don't know what it is, but these two can never seem to get on the same page. But you have a different type of quarterback in Case Keenum who has the experience, who knows what it's like to play with a big-time receivers with big-time talent. He played with Stephon Diggs. He played with Adam Thielen. he can get them the ball, and he got them the ball, and he can get Odell the ball too. I think Case Keenum and Odell would probably be a better mix for the Browns offense. And then, you add a running game. Granted, again, Nick Chubb might also be out in this game, but so a lot of ifs. But I think if the Browns have at least one of the running backs healthy with Case Keenum, they still have a shot to win this game. In fact, I still pick them to win this game probably if one of those two running backs is still there, because Case Keenum with a good running back, a good running game, I think is going to be fine. That I think he's got the experience, like I said, he's got all the intangibles, the arm. People want to say he doesn't have the arm strength. He's got the arm strength. Go watch his film. The dude will be fine. He will weather the storm for the Cleveland Browns. I think honestly, again, I'm gonna go back to the Case Keenum Kirk Cousins thing. If the Vikings were smart, Case Keenum would still be their quarterback, because they went out there and gave Kirk Cousins the only two fully guaranteed contracts in the history of the National Football League. They went out there and did that for a guy who's produced one playoff win. Case Keenum, by the way, only one playoff win, but he took them to a 13-3 record, and he also 12-4 record, and he also happened to take them to the NFC title game. So, again, Case Keenum is no scrub. Before anyone in the chat wants to be like, oh, Case Keenum, he's just a backup. Well, you know why he's a backup? Because the Vikings are not smart. And also, for Case Keenum, it's a bit of a revenge game. He's playing his former team, and he's a competitive guy. He's got that drive. This guy ended his college career having every single passing record in the books. He can throw the rock, people. And I think he's going to do that in this game on Thursday Night Football. This is going to be, I think Case Keenum is going to have a good game. But thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.